Hello, New Life friends. I've missed you children in this time that we've been apart, and I look forward to the day when we can be together on the land. Today I have a godly play story for you. It may be one that you've heard before, or maybe it's new for you. But if you've heard it before, try to listen for something different in the way that you feel or think about this story now that you're older. Let's get ready. This is the Holy Family. Sometimes when you see something like this, it's not for children to touch. It might break easily, so you need to ask before you touch it. But in the classroom, in the godly play space at New Life, there's a Holy Family that's just for you to touch, to hold, and to work with. Here is the Christ child. He's reaching out his arms to give you a hug. Here is the Mother Mary. Here is the Father Joseph. Here is the donkey that Mary rode when she and Joseph went on their way to Bethlehem to be counted by the Roman soldiers. Mary was about to have a baby, and it can be very hard to walk when you're about to have a baby. So whenever she couldn't walk anymore, she would ride the donkey. But you know what? It's hard to ride a donkey when you're about to have a baby, so sometimes she would get down and walk. Here is the cow that was surprised when she came to the feed box, the manger, to eat. And instead of her breakfast, there was a baby there. Here is the shepherd who saw the great light at night. There were many more shepherds, but we have just this one to help us remember all of the others. Here are some of the sheep. We have just two to put down. Of course, there were many more there that night, but these two will help us to remember them. They were there that night when the light, that great light, shone in the sky, and they were afraid. I would be afraid too. And then they heard singing, and they were even more afraid until they heard the words. The angels sang that they came to bring peace on earth and goodwill to all people. The shepherds were to go to Bethlehem, and so they did. Here are the three kings, the three wise men. They were so wise that some people thought that they were magic. You see, they knew so much about so many things. In their language, they are called magi. And that is the word from which we get our word for magic. They knew so much about so many things, but the thing that they knew the most about were the stars. One day they saw the wild star. It wasn't on any of their star maps. They knew where every star was supposed to be in the sky. But this one was new, and it moved. They were curious, and they decided to follow it. And they followed it all the way to the place where the Christ child was. They brought gifts for the Christ child: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. The baby grew to be a man, and he died on the cross, which is very sad. But it's also wonderful in an Easter sort of way, because now he reaches out his arms to give the whole world a hug. He's not just back then, or in this place or that place, but he is everywhere and in every time. This is the Holy Family. Now I wonder what part of this story you like the best. And I wonder, what part do you think is most important in this story? I wonder if you've ever seen something like this someplace else, maybe in the church. I wonder if there's anything that we could leave out and still have all of the story that we need. I'm glad that I could share this story with you today. I miss you. Your New Life family misses you. Remember that God always loves you, and God is always with you. Remember that your New Life family loves you too.